going on, Spurs family? Welcome to Spurs Talk with Ahano. I took a break from studying to, do this video to give my thoughts because the season had came to its conclusion a day or two ago, I believe. I've been up all night trying to get things done that I'd be forgetting the days of the week sometimes. I'd be forgetting what day I'm in. So, anyway, the season came to a conclusion, and I need to give my thoughts on it. I want to give my thoughts on it, and for me, the season was a good season. I believe it was actually an excellent season. I've seen a lot of things to be excited about. Now I know people say, well, people say like, y'all are one of the worst teams in the league. Was that a good season? Well, our season wasn't based off our expectations wasn't making the playoffs. My expectations alone was basically just looking at the building blocks or how is this team going to look in the future. Just visualizing that and just looking at the small little steps, the small little building blocks, the progress reports, stuff like that. And it was a good season. We've seen a lot of bright things. Jeremy Sohan looks bright. Need to work on his jumper this off season. Hope he's in the gym getting it in. Spend time with your family for a while, but get back in the gym, work on that outside shot. Same with Blake Wesley, who I think had a couple good games in the beginning of the year, but when he got hurt, it kind of knocked him off rhythm a bit. So hopefully he's get back in the gym as soon as he can. After he spent time with his family, to work on some things. So Malachi Branham started turning it on around the Decemberish, January-ish time where his minutes started to uptick. So he started to get accustomed to the league. So it's a lot of bright spots on his team. It's a lot of bright spots. Sandro, I can't pronounce his name right. I can't pronounce his second name. His last name. I said second name. What am I thinking? I can't pronounce his second name. I said it again. Oh, I keep saying second name. I can't pronounce his last name. Oh man, I can't pronounce his last name. But y'all know what I'm talking about. Sandro, I was not really too sure why we got him. I didn't know much about him, but that shows you never really question what the front office is doing. They get paid the dollars. They the ones who doing all the scouting 24/7. They the ones putting the work in. But because I was high on Isaiah Roby. I thought he had the skill set to be a solid, nice little solid role player for us. But Sandro, man, he looks like a nice solid player. I hope, and he's what, mid-20s, I believe. So hopefully, he sticks on the roster for a while. I'm actually happy about that. I wasn't happy in the beginning, but actually, I'm happy about that. I really am. So yeah, so my player of the year is Keldon Johnson. Surprise, right? Keldon Johnson, 22 points, uh, 5 rebounds, I think, 2 assists. Can't remember what his percentages is from the field. I can't really remember that really much, but he had a good season. Played 63 games, so I mean. I don't know if it's the way the league is or if some of these injuries is real, with these, players sitting out for rest and stuff like that. But it is what it is. Which leads me to my last thoughts, because, I'm trying to rush through this. My last thoughts was, no, not my thoughts, my bringing up my prediction that I made at the beginning of the year. My prediction was that we would win 33 games, so I was confident. I was confident. I said, "Oh, this team can win 33 games. This team is good enough to win 33 games." Boy, was I wrong by a long shot. We won 22 games. But hey, maybe if Keldon Johnson and them played more games, maybe they would have won 33 games. I think Vassell only played like 30 something games. So if that kind of helps the wound of me being wrong a little, it makes it feel a little bit better when I think of that. Not really, but whatever. But so yeah, so the overall, this season has been a great year. I think it's been a great year on that aspect alone, and Looking forward to the draft. I did say Brandon Miller or somebody that I think should be an alternative if we don't get that number one overall pick because of his shooting. I understand that some people wouldn't like Brandon Miller on the team for off court reasons. I understand it. I get it. But me just saying, we do need shooters. If we can't get Victor, I think we should start looking at the team as, if we're going to really build it around Keldon or Vassell, and just put some shooters around, or even though I think they players that's like second or third options on a championship team, but you have to remember they still young players. They still can develop into something. Well, maybe not Keldon Johnson. I think Keldon Johnson's like mid 20s, but I think Vassell's around 23, 24. I'm probably getting his age wrong, but he's still a young player. But I still look at them as second options on a championship team. So we do need that, franchise player. That's what this team is missing. That number one. And if we can get Victor, who's looks to be a number one, then we good. But other than that, I really don't. I really didn't see a lot of number ones in this draft other than Victor. But that's not to say that they won't be number ones, because like I always say, you really can't tell how these players is going to pan out until they get there, and to see their work ethic and stuff like that. But so that's why I mentioned Brandon Miller. It's based off his outside shooting and what he potentially could be with his size, shooting. He has capabilities, but he do have flaws. His flaws is separation. He don't separate from the defender well. He's not really explosive. He's soft when it comes to attacking the basket. He's not really strong. You got to get better handle. He got good handling for open floor dribbling, but half court dribbling. If he ain't doing the pick and roll, or somebody getting up under him, his handle is kind of shaky. But with that said, it's I haven't really looked at everybody, all the prospects, because obviously been in school. I can't look at every prospect or even some prospects while I'm in school. I watch Brandon Miller games. I watch some college games here and there. I watch Scoot and stuff like that. So I haven't really watched a lot of players. So hopefully I'll do that after the final, after all this is over, and discuss who I think we should pick. Definitely if we know what pick we getting before I get a chance to scout. Before I get a chance to make a video, by the way. What I mean. So with all that said, I'm getting off here. I'm getting back to the books. It's been good being back on here. It's been good talking to y'all. So see y'all when I see y'all, man. I hope y'all stay up. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings. Always peace and blessings. And stay safe out there.